first guest tonight is a 7-time Emmy-winning Presidential Medal of Freedom wearing Hollywood High School graduating American legend. She plays the partially comatose Norma Delacorte alongside an all-star cast in Palm Royale. New episodes stream Wednesdays on Apple TV+. Please welcome Carol Burnett. Never not a thrill to see your face here. Thank you for coming.
Before we get started on anything, you were so great on the Academy Awards.
Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate that.
I hope you do it again and again and again.
That's very kind, and the highest praise imaginable. Thank you very much. You know, the former president didn't like it, but from you, it means a whole lot more.
Who?
You know, the guy, the orange one. And you have a birthday coming up in a couple of days, I
know. It was about a year ago now that I was here with you.
That's right.
Because I was going to celebrate my 90th, so I'm going to be 91.
91. Are you going to have a party, or did you do that last time? Or?
Well, I had a big party the last time, on television. But, no, just going out with some friends,
You'll have a foam party or a keg party or something?
What a good idea.
Wouldn't that be fun? For 92, we'll set one up for you here. Yeah. So what is the best birthday present that you have ever received in your life? Anything come to mind?
No.
No, okay. Because, and the reason I asked this question is because I saw you on Kelly and Mark.
Yes.
And you were talking about things that you want to do. And one of the things you said you wanted to do was Bradley Cooper. True?
Well, my birthday is Friday.
Mm-hmm. And it is. So we did reach out to Bradley, and, well, he sent this.
What?
Hello, Carol Burnett. It's Bradley Cooper. I just wanted to wish you a very happy 91st birthday. I've been such a massive fan of yours ever since I was a kid, watched your show religiously, and it's a thrill to leave you this message. I hope to meet you one day and maybe even work together. I hope you have a great day. See you.
Oh, my God. Oh, that is hysterical.
It's not sex, but it's a step in that direction. That's how Bradley does it. First, he sends a video message.
What a great birthday present. Thank you. So adorable.
I mentioned all these awards. You won so many awards, a Peabody Award, Emmys, blah, 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 all that stuff. What was the first thing you won? Do you remember?
Oh, I do, yeah. It was, I was a freshman at UCLA, and I was in the theater arts department. And at the end of that first semester, I got an award for the most outstanding newcomer.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow. And is that something is it a trophy? Or?
No, it's a little plaque like that, and I have it.
You still have it?
Oh, of course.
You collect moments and mementos from your career.
Well, I'm not a hoarder.
But the important ones you keep.
I keep.
You told me a great story about a job you had not far from the theater. Oh, you went to high school right across the street.
Hollywood High.
Hollywood High School. In fact, you're on the there's a big mural on the side of Hollywood High with your face on it. And there was a story about getting fired from a job at a movie theater.
I was working. It was summer, and I was 18, something like that, and. I was working as an usherette, what they called, at Warner Brothers Theater on Hollywood Boulevard. And we wore these funny outfits then. They were like harem outfits, but I had a whole thing with epaulets and a funny hat.
The shoulder deals,
Yeah, ridiculous. Anyway, and that was way back in the covered wagon days when people would just come in at any time when the movie was going on and sit down rather than waiting for it to start. So I'm in front of aisle 2 door this one night, and I'm standing there, and this couple comes in, and it's the last 5 minutes of Alfred Hitchcock's Strangers on a Train. Now, Hitchcock, of course, was a master of suspense. Last 5 minutes, and this couple, dumb, they wanted to be seated the last 5 minutes. I said, it's going to start all over again in about 10 minutes. Get some popcorn, go to the bathroom, go. No, you can't. So I'm standing there preventing them from going into see. Now the manager comes up, and the manager just says, "What's going on here?" And this woman says, "She won't let us sit down. We want to go to sit down." And I said, "But Mr. Batten," that was his name, Batten. I said, "It's Hitchcock. You know, I'm such a movie fan, and it would just ruin it for them." And they're complaining. He looks at me and he says, "Burnett," and I said, "Yes." He went, and he ripped off an epaulette.
Like a cartoon.
I was fired on the spot. 65 cents an hour down the drain. You know? And so now, the nice part is 2 parts. Years later, when they said, "Where do you want your star on Hollywood Boulevard?" Now, a few years ago, they were kind of gutting out that theater. It's now called the Pacific Theater. And my husband went to them and said, what are you going to do with door 2? And they were going to destroy it or whatever. He said, "Can we have it?" So we got the door, and the door to aisle 2 is in my home.
I believe we have a photograph.
There it is.
That's the real door.
That's the real door. And that exit sign was from 1929 at Warner Brothers, so I stole that too. And I got that. And then down the hall in our house, I also now have a poster, a wonderful poster of Strangers on a Train, starring Farley Granger and Robert Walker, and it was autographed years ago to me by Alfred Hitchcock, who said, "I'm sorry about your job."
That's beautiful. You know what? How could it couldn't have possibly worked out better than that? Carol Burnett, not just an American treasure, a spiteful and vengeful woman. Yeah. We'll be right back with Carol Burnett.
Oh, Norma, I know I can be overprotective. I'm always thinking for other people, making decisions for them. I need to let people live their own lives and listen and trust.
What do you ever dream you do about it?
Oh, that's a good idea. You know, my heart's in the right place. I want the beach ball to be perfect. Oh, Norma, if I could pull this off, I could prove that it doesn't matter that I couldn't give Douglas an heir.
That is Carol Burnett and Kristen Wiig in Royale. And not too many people can get laughs out of just looking at a drink. I mean, that's something else.
Well, it's quite a character that they gave me to do because I'm in a coma for about the first 7 episodes.
Right.
You know, and but it was a good gig. I'd get up at 5 in the morning, go to makeup trailer, get all made up, put on my costume, and go back to bed.
Yeah. How many days were you on set laying in a fake coma?
Oh, I can't even count. But
Really?
it was. But what fun it was to work with these women.
Oh,
and
yeah.
with it, you know.
Kristen Wiig, who's just the greatest. Allison Janney,
Allison,
fantastic. Yeah. Who on this show said that her, like, the greatest dream would be to work with you on something. And then I told her to put it on our vision board.
Yeah.
And it did come true, yeah.
I know.
And Ricky Martin is on the show with you?
Uh-huh.
Had you ever seen, you have a lot of scenes together. Had you seen him?
Oh, he's wonderful. He is really a good actor. Ricky is terrific. He was fun and very well prepared and very serious about his work, but also great sense of humor. And everybody was wonderful to work with. I had a ball.
Do you ever encounter people who are not? I mean, I would imagine that everyone is on their very best behavior around you.
Oh, I don't think that's...
You don't think so?
Well, I don't...
Yeah, no, I think so.
I think maybe you're right.
Yeah. Was the crew excited when you finally got up out of the coma bed?
Yeah, I was excited.
Yeah.
Because I think I finally talk in the last, because she comes out of the coma, but doesn't want anybody to know. She's not a very nice person, but there are a lot of secrets there. But throughout the first part, first I'm in bed, and then after a while I start to wake up, but I can't talk well, so it's a lot of gibberish. And the director said, just go with it. So I really made up everything that I was saying there.
Really?
Yeah, there was nothing written. How are you going to write it? How are you going to write that? You know, so
Yeah.
they let me improvise, and I just had the best time.
Well, if they're not going to let you improvise, who are they going to let improvise? I mean, really. Have you ever thought about running for president?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, but you have to be over 35.
Well, it is a joy, a treat, and all those things to see you. It really is. Thank you so much for coming. I love you too. Carol Burnett, everybody. The show called Palm Royale. You can watch it Wednesday nights on Apple TV+. And we'll be back with Nicholas Galitzine.